The NFL world exploded Sunday when Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid announced that wide receiver Rashee Rice will be a full participant in training camp despite receiving a 30-day jail sentence just 3 days earlier. The controversial decision has ignited fierce debate across social media platforms and sports talk shows nationwide. Rice pleaded guilty Thursday to 2 third-degree felony charges stemming from a devastating multi-car crash in Dallas on March 30th, 2024. The 25-year-old receiver was sentenced to 5 years of deferred probation and 30 days in jail as a condition of his probation. He can serve the jail time at any point during the 5-year probation period. The details of the crash paint a disturbing picture of reckless endangerment. Rice was driving his Lamborghini Urus SUV at 119 miles per hour when he made multiple aggressive maneuvers around traffic and struck other vehicles on North Central Expressway in Dallas. The crash involved 6 vehicles total and left multiple people injured. Prosecutors revealed that Rice was racing alongside then SMU cornerback Theodore Knox, who was traveling at 116 miles per hour. After causing the chain reaction collision, Rice failed to check on the welfare of the victims and fled the scene on foot. An arrest warrant was issued, and Rice turned himself into police 1 day later. The financial cost to victims reached $115,481.91 in medical expenses, which Rice was ordered to pay as restitution. 2 occupants were transported to hospitals with minor injuries, while other drivers received treatment for various injuries sustained in the crash. Speaking to reporters at Missouri Western State University in St. Joseph, Missouri, Reid delivered the news that has divided the football community. "We're going to progress as normal with him," Reid stated Sunday. "He'll go in and take all the reps that he'll normally take. We always rotate that position. Depending on what happens here with the future, whoever needs to play will step in and know what they are doing and be in good shape to do it." The Chiefs officially opened training camp Tuesday, July 22nd, with testing and meetings, followed by their first full squad workout Wednesday. Temperatures are expected to hit triple digits during the opening practices. Reid confirmed he has received no communication from the NFL regarding a potential suspension timeline. "We have been closely monitoring all developments in the matter, which remains under review," NFL spokesman Brian McCarthy acknowledged last week. In a statement released through his attorney Royce West, Rice expressed remorse for his actions. "Last March, I was involved in a high-speed accident in Dallas," Rice said. "There have been a lot of sleepless nights thinking about the damages that my actions caused, and I will continue working within my means to make sure that everyone impacted will be made whole. I urge everyone to mind the speed limit, drive safe, and drive smart." He added, "Last and certainly not least, I am profoundly sorry for the physical damages to person and property. I fully apologize for the harm I caused to innocent drivers and their families." Dallas County District Attorney John Cruzo issued a statement emphasizing the severity of Rice's actions. "When someone with Mr. Rice's public platform chooses to drive so recklessly, there is a responsibility to acknowledge the danger posed to others and take accountability," Cruzo said. "A vehicle in the wrong hands can be as dangerous as any weapon. We are extremely fortunate that no lives were lost that day, and Mr. Rice is fortunate to have walked away unharmed." League sources confirmed to The Athletic that Rice is likely facing a multi-game suspension. The NFL can now expedite its disciplinary process since the legal proceedings have concluded. Rice was not placed on the commissioner's exempt list after the crash, with NFL Executive Vice President Jeff Miller previously stating the league would await the outcome of case proceedings. Rice enters training camp fully recovered from a torn lateral collateral ligament in his right knee that ended his 2024 season in Week 4. The injury occurred when Patrick Mahomes accidentally dove into Rice's leg during a tackle attempt after throwing an interception against the Los Angeles Chargers. Before the injury, Rice was having a breakout season with 24 catches for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns in just 3 games. His rookie campaign in 2023 produced impressive numbers: 79 receptions for 938 yards and 7 touchdowns. He was the second leading receiver on Kansas City's Super Bowl winning team that season. Reid confirmed Rice participated in the team's voluntary OTAs and mandatory minicamp. "We'll keep an eye on that," Reid said of Rice's knee injury. "As far as pulling back because of suspensions or whatever, we are going forward." and then we'll monitor him as far as the injury goes. The team faces several roster challenges heading into camp. Cornerback Christian Fulton and right tackle Jawan Taylor will begin the season on the physically unable to perform list due to knee injuries. Fulton signed a 2-year, $20 million contract to solidify the secondary, while Taylor is expected to start at right tackle when healthy. Tight end Trey Watson also joins the PUP list. First-round pick Josh Simmons, recovering from a torn patellar tendon at Ohio State, will not be limited at the start of training camp. The Chiefs hope Simmons can handle left tackle duties, where the team struggled to protect Mahomes' blind side last season. With Taylor on PUP, the Chiefs will start with Simmons at left tackle and Jalen Moore at right tackle. Moore signed a 2-year, $30 million deal in free agency and could push Simmons for the starting left tackle position in what Reid calls the biggest position battle for the defending AFC champions. The Chiefs have proven their ability to overcome adversity during their dominant stretch under Mahomes. When Rice exited early in Week 4 last season, Kansas City didn't falter. They posted an 11-1 record following that game and secured the top seed in the AFC. The 2024 season tested the team's depth repeatedly. Hollywood Brown suffered an injury before the season began. Isaiah Pacheco missed significant time during the heart of the schedule. The offensive line underwent constant shuffling, with rookie tackle Kingsley Suamataia being benched and all-pro guard Joe Thuney moving outside to tackle to protect Mahomes. Travis Kelce, though productive, showed signs of slowing at age 35. Mahomes worked with an ever-changing cast of weapons throughout the campaign. Despite these obstacles, Kansas City finished 15-2 and cruised through the AFC playoffs to reach their third consecutive Super Bowl appearance. Patrick Mahomes' ability to elevate surrounding players continues to define this era of NFL football. His presence transforms replacement-level receivers into reliable contributors and keeps the offense functioning through adversity. The Chiefs' system doesn't depend on any single player except their franchise quarterback. Kansas City has weathered the loss of top wide receivers, offensive line reshuffling, and reliance on practice squad backs while continuing to win at the highest level. This track record of success, despite personnel changes, reinforces their organizational strength. Critics hoping Rice's legal troubles would derail the Chiefs' dynasty may face disappointment. The team has built a culture where excellence is expected regardless of who lines up on the field. Kansas City's ability to adapt under pressure remains unmatched across the league. Rice was expected to be the focal point of the Chiefs' offense this season. His speed, youth, and developing chemistry with Mahomes made him a crucial component of the team's plans. However, the Chiefs have repeatedly demonstrated that one missing piece doesn't bring their championship machine to a halt. Training camp runs through Wednesday, August 13th. The Chiefs open their preseason schedule August 9th against the Arizona Cardinals. Their regular season begins with an international game against the Los Angeles Chargers in Brazil on September 5th. The team's approach to Rice's situation reflects their organizational philosophy. Reid emphasized daily evaluation of all players. "We evaluate these guys every day," Reid said. Whether it's a light practice or a hard day, they're evaluated and graded and so on. We'll see how it all sorts out. The decision to allow Rice full participation has generated intense reaction across social media platforms. Supporters argue that Rice has fulfilled his legal obligations and shown accountability for his actions. Critics contend that the team should impose additional consequences beyond the court sentence. The controversy highlights broader questions about athlete accountability and the message sent when teams continue normal operations despite serious legal issues. Rice's case will likely influence how other organizations handle similar situations in the future. The Pittsburgh Steelers are making headlines just days before training camp begins. Two major announcements have emerged that have fans talking. Are these developments cause for concern, or is this just typical NFL business? Let's break down exactly what's happening in Pittsburgh and why the timing matters. Former Pittsburgh Steelers defensive lineman Aide Ogundeji announced his retirement from the NFL on Instagram. He's only 26 years old. This adds to the growing list of young NFL players stepping away from professional football. Ogundeji played for both the Atlanta Falcons and Pittsburgh Steelers during his 4-year NFL career. His retirement announcement came just before NFL training camps open across the league. "I want to thank God for this beautiful, amazing sport," Ogundeji wrote on Instagram. "I wouldn't be where I am in life without it. It taught me fight, discipline, dedication, and so much more." The former Notre Dame standout revealed he went through a difficult period when he realized his playing career was ending. "I was truly scared whenever I realized my time was done. I thought I lost myself and was truly in a dark place. But God and only God made me realize that this is just the beginning and that there is more out there for me." Ogundeji emphasized his commitment to the sport throughout his career. "I was never perfect on or off the field, even though I tried my hardest to be. However, I put everything I had in the sport and had absolutely zero regrets." The defensive lineman expressed gratitude to everyone who supported his journey. "Thank you to everyone who got me here. Family, coaches, friends, and most importantly, my teammates and brothers. I want to thank the Southfield Falcons, Walled Lake Central, Notre Dame, Atlanta Falcons, and Pittsburgh Steelers for giving me this opportunity and all the people who blessed me along the way. All love, Aid Out." The Atlanta Falcons selected Ogundeji in the 5th round of the 2021 NFL Draft. He made an immediate impact as a rookie, starting 11 games during his first season. The following year, he started all 16 games for Atlanta in 2022. His career took a downturn in 2023 when injury struck during the season. Atlanta eventually cut him, ending his 3-year tenure with the Falcons. Pittsburgh signed Ogundeji to their practice squad for the 2024 season. The Steelers promoted him to the active roster in October. However, his time in Pittsburgh was brief. The team released him in December 2024. Ogundeji finished his NFL career with 35 games played. He recorded 75 tackles and 3.0 sacks during his professional career. Before his NFL career, Ogundeji spent 5 seasons at Notre Dame from 2016 to 2020. His college career started slowly. He didn't play in any games during his true freshman season. His second year saw limited action with only 5 game appearances. By his 3rd season, Ogundeji developed into a key defensive player. He transitioned from linebacker to defensive end and became a consistent playmaker for the Fighting Irish defense. Ogundeji was part of Notre Dame teams that reached the college football playoff in both 2018 and 2020. During his entire Notre Dame career, he accumulated 80 tackles and 13 sacks. He also forced 6 fumbles, with 3 coming during the 2019 season. His senior year brought leadership responsibilities. Notre Dame named him team captain for the 2020 season. He earned several accolades that year, including Reese's Senior Bowl Top 250 selection, Pro Football Focus, preseason All-ACC third team, and All-ACC honorable mention. The recognition led to an invitation to the Reese's Senior Bowl. The Pittsburgh Steelers revealed their new throwback uniforms will be released on Monday, July 21st. This announcement represents a significant addition to the team's alternate uniform options. Earlier this offseason, the Steelers confirmed they would introduce a new alternate uniform that includes an alternate helmet. This marks a major change for the franchise. According to Andrew Lind of SportsLogos.net, the Steelers will unveil yellow throwback helmets with matching uniforms. Sources indicate these throwback uniforms will not resemble their current color rush design. Instead, they will more closely match the throwback uniforms worn from 2007 to 2011, though the striping pattern on the sleeves differs slightly. The Steelers have worn just one helmet design since the 2010 season. In 2013, the NFL implemented a one-helmet rule that restricted each team to a single helmet shell per season. Teams could modify the design over the shell but couldn't use multiple helmet shells. Player safety drove this policy decision. The league wanted to guarantee full availability of new helmet technology before committing resources to alternate options. The NFL rescinded the one-helmet policy in 2022. Teams can now wear secondary helmets with alternate uniforms. Different franchises have taken various approaches to their new helmet options. The Atlanta Falcons chose a throwback design, bringing back red helmets from the 1970s and 1980s. The Baltimore Ravens went with a futuristic approach, unveiling a matte purple helmet for the 2025 season. The Cincinnati Bengals and Cleveland Browns have worn white base helmets in recent years. The Steelers made their biggest recent uniform change by wearing gray face masks with their throwback uniforms in 2025. This change acknowledged the 50th anniversary of the 1974 Super Bowl IX winning team. The Steelers wore gray face masks throughout much of their early history before switching to black in 1977. The last time Pittsburgh wore an alternate helmet was also historically significant. From 2007 to 2009, the Steelers wore gold alternate helmets. These matched uniforms that paid tribute to their 1962 look. That year marked the first time the Steelmark logo appeared on one side of the team's helmets. The NFL changed its policy regarding alternate uniform frequency. A modification at the 2025 NFL owners' meetings allows teams to wear non-standard uniforms up to 4 times during a 17-game season. Team president Art Rooney II revealed the Steelers' plans for their alternate uniforms after the schedule release in May. The team will wear their new throwback uniforms against specific opponents. "We are going to have a new throwback uniform this year, and with a new helmet to go with it," Rooney said in his statement on the Steelers' official website. "We're planning to wear our new throwbacks for the Packers game on Sunday night, October 26. It'll be fun to wear our throwbacks against one of the older franchises in the league. That just seems to be appropriate. We'll be doing our Color Rush uniforms late in the year. I think we're going to do it for the Monday night game on December 15 against the Miami Dolphins." Both games will be featured on national television. The Packers game airs on Sunday Night Football, while the Dolphins matchup will be broadcast on Monday Night Football. In 2019, the Steelers wore their Color Rush uniform against Miami in a Monday night game. Mike Williams, another former Steelers wide receiver, announced his retirement on the first day of training camp. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported the news on Thursday. Williams is 30 years old. Sources: Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams' agent Tory Dandy informed the team last night that, after 8 seasons, his client is retiring from the NFL. Schefter wrote on X. Williams walks away from the game at age 30. Williams spent most of his career with the Los Angeles Chargers from 2017 to 2023. He signed with the New York Jets in 2024 before being traded to Pittsburgh in November. His time with the Steelers showed promise, but was limited. Williams recorded 9 receptions for 132 yards and 1 touchdown in 9 games with Pittsburgh. Williams finished his career with solid statistics. He accumulated 330 receptions, 5,104 receiving yards, and 32 touchdowns across 106 games. He was recognized as one of the most underrated 50-50 wide receivers in the league. With NFL training camps beginning, several key storylines surround the Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ Watt's contract situation dominated headlines until he signed a record-breaking extension. The team will report to St. Vincent College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania on Wednesday. Jalen Ramsey's role presents major questions for the defense. Pittsburgh traded All-Pro safety Minkah Fitzpatrick to Miami in exchange for All-Pro cornerback Ramsey. Both players are experiencing slight declines, but Ramsey offers more versatility at this stage of his career. Ramsey has built his reputation as a lockdown outside cornerback. He can also play in the slot and at safety positions. The Fitzpatrick trade has made safety the biggest concern on the roster. Ramsey has expressed admiration for Hall of Famer Charles Woodson, who successfully transitioned from cornerback to safety late in his career. Ramsey hasn't ruled out making a similar move eventually. Joey Porter Jr. appears guaranteed to start on the outside. The Steelers didn't pay All-Pro cornerback Darius Slay $10 million this offseason to sit on the bench. Slay could potentially play some safety as well. The wide receiver position remains a significant question mark beyond DK Metcalf. Metcalf is established as the star receiver, but the second receiver spot is open for competition.
The number one thing any Cleveland Browns quarterback should do, and has done, who wanted to start, is just wait. The quarterbacks in front of you will fail, cycle out, age out, whatever you want to call it. You have Joe Flacco there, who shouldn't be that hard to beat over the course of a season. You have Dylan Gabriel, who's a third-round pick, who I don't think is particularly good. You might be able to beat him out in training camp if you do the work, look good in practice. If I'm him, I just keep my head down, do my job, wait for November, December. You will get your opportunity. That is the history of Cleveland Browns starting quarterback.
But I do think that for all the rookie quarterbacks, particularly ones with big names like Shedeur Sanders and with a resume of some college success, he's going to get a chance. Like, they're not going to go through this season and never put him in the game.
The football world stopped when Shedeur Sanders stepped up to that KFC drive-thru window. A fan rolled down his window and delivered the kind of brutal honesty that cuts deep in Cleveland. Joe Flacco ain't shit. I like Shedeur more, though. You feel me? Sanders could have smiled. He could have stayed silent. Instead,